Hello everyone, this is Tim Fox again, and I'm here to continue our series here about getting started with machine learning in Python. So, we've already, hopefully you've seen my introduction. Right now I'm going to cover installing Anaconda and Git. So that's where we are here. And I'm going to do this specifically on the Windows platform. So, first of all, why Anaconda? There's lots of Python distributions out there. Anaconda is one that's specific for data science. So that's good because Python has many different use cases and it's a general purpose language as we discussed before. And Anaconda being customized for data science, machine learning, and other similar use cases, it'll be especially good for this case, particularly if you're running on the Windows platform. So as you probably know, Windows and open source don't always mix so well. And so, however, with Anaconda, we don't need any separate compilers. We have pre-built packages specifically for your version of Windows, so it's going to be particularly good for that use case if you're running Windows. Now, it can also be used if you're running Mac or Linux too, no doubt there. But we are showing this, demonstrating this on Windows because it is the more problematic of the different platforms to set up. So now, how to install Anaconda? We are going to go to anaconda.com/download, and we're going to select our platform. For the purposes of this video, of course, it's going to be on Windows. But again, Mac and Linux, go download those versions for yourself as well. And be sure to download for Python 3, not Python 2. Python 3, as many of you know, are not backward compatible with Python 2, and our code examples are all in Python 3. So let's focus on that. Now, once we're done with downloading Anaconda, we're going to look at installing Git for our platform as well. And then we'll talk about that. Git is the source code control system, and GitHub is a repository to share our code. Let's get here to our Windows machine here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to anaconda.org, and we're going to click on Downloads here. Click on Windows, and then click on Download for your platform. So again, we're Windows, Python 3.6. Say no thanks here. It's going to download. It'll take a little while for it to download depending on your speed of your internet. So once that is done, we should have in our downloads folder, we should have the Anaconda, in this case 5.1, but whatever is the latest version. And again, make sure it's for Python. It should say Anaconda 3 if you have Python 3. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and install this. So on Windows, I can just go ahead and double click on that for the install. Go ahead and say run. Okay. And you can see that now it's going to give me the standard Microsoft installer. I agree, yes. I'm going to install that here. Now, I can either install it for everybody or for just me. I'm going to say just me in this case. So it's going to install this in my directory here. And I'm also going to register Anaconda here. So, okay, so now I am going to download everything that I need to download and install everything I need to install. So this may take a few minutes for us to do. Okay, so I had unpaused the video just now, and now we are looking at the completed install. So it took some time for that to actually install. So now I'm going to hit next, and I'm going to go ahead and skip this particular step unless you're interested in that. You can do that. Okay, so now I've installed Anaconda 3, so that's very good. So let's go ahead and finish that. Now that I have that, let me go ahead and I will go ahead and run this application here. So I should have Anaconda now in my. All right, so let's open up Anaconda Navigator. Okay, so here I am in my Anaconda Navigator. And you can see here that With Anaconda, we now have several different options here available for, and one of which is Jupyter Notebook, which we're going to be doing for a lot of our lab exercises. So I want to illustrate how we can then launch Jupyter Notebook. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Launch on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, and so you can see here that now I have launched Jupyter Notebook, and you can see that it automatically popped this open in my default browser. So what I'm going to now do is I'm now going to just do a new Python 3 notebook here, and then I'm going to just illustrate that this does work. Great. Okay, so let me quit out of that. So now that I have Anaconda installed, I'm now going to set up Git. So remember I said before, so let me go back to my browser here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to github.com, and I'm actually going to GitHub Desktop. Okay. All right, so I'm going to download GitHub Desktop for Windows. So this is actually going to give me the client for running GitHub. Now, if you already have GitHub set up, Git or GitHub set up, and you're familiar with that, feel free to skip this step. But I'm going to illustrate this here. Okay. Okay. I actually ended up having to run that as administrator. That may be the case for you or not. Okay, when you configure Git, go ahead and type in your name and your email address. Okay, so now I have GitHub Desktop stop, and that is actually all I'm going to illustrate today. We're going to talk about doing some of these things in the next